students, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine, and I hope you have completed all the previous exercises of the previous chapter. So now let's move into the new chapter, that is chapter 11. It is about prepositions. So let's know about it. A preposition is a word that shows a relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other words in a sentence. It shows the relation between the noun and the pronoun and some other words in a sentence. So basically, preposition tells you about the position of the noun or the pronoun. Okay. Now look at these pictures and read the sentences. Here you can see the picture also. So the first one is the bird is sitting on the box. Next one, maid washes clothes with a soap. Next one, the moon is shining in the sky. Next one, Rohan goes to market by his bicycle. Next one, the cat is sitting under the table. Next one, birds are flying over the tree. So in the sentences given above, the colored words on, with, in, by, under and over tells us the positions of things or how they are related to each other. They are called prepositions. So basically it tells you about the position of that thing, okay, or how they are related. So these are known as the preposition. Now let's talk about use of prepositions. Some prepositions are used to show time. Some prepositions are used to show time. Like for example, students are going to school in the morning. So when they are going in the morning, it shows the time. Okay. Next one, the meeting starts at 10 o'clock. At is describing it when. Okay, the time it is describing. Next one, Tanu was born on 5th January 2010. Okay, so here on you can see preposition of that time, which shows the time. Now next one is some prepositions are used to show place. Some prepositions are used to show the place. Okay, for example, children are studying in the class. In the class. Okay. Next one, boys are playing on the beach. Next, girls are resting under the tree. So here you can clearly see the words like in, on, under, which tells you about the preposition of the place. Now next type of preposition is some prepositions are used to show the manner. For example, Mrs. Radhika earns money by teaching. Gagan answered the question with utmost care. Next one, grandma can walk without help. So these words like by, with, without, these shows the preposition of the manner one. Okay, now let's talk about some prepositions which are used to show the direction. For example, Neha ran behind the bus. The earth moves round the sun. I'm going up the stairs. So here you can clearly see the words like behind, round, up. So these are the prepositions of the direction, which shows the direction. Okay. Now students, let's talk about some common prepositions. Here you can see some common prepositions in the given table like inside, with, upon, to, into, on, beyond, behind, beside, for, down, out, in, over, above, under, by, along, among, between, at, before, across, after, of, off. Okay, so these are some common prepositions. Now before going further, let's remember the prepositions given below are used to express movement. So here in this box, it is describing about the preposition which is showing about, which is telling you about the movement. Okay, as you can see over here, to, down, from, over, out of, through, into, round, on, along, off, across, up, past. It is telling you about the movement. Okay. Now students, let's move into the exercise part. First question is tick the correct answer option and fill it in the blanks. First one, we celebrate Children's Day dash 14th November every year. Options are at, in, on. So we celebrate Children's Day on 14th November every year. So tick on. Now next question is they went to Mumbai dash January. So here you have to tick in. Okay. Next one, I usually go to bed dash 9 o'clock. Options are at, in, on. I usually go to bed at 9 o'clock. So tick at. I hope student that you understood this chapter, and your homework is you have to do all the exercise part of this chapter, and I'm going to meet you in the next class. Till then students, bye-bye. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine, and I hope you have completed all the previous exercises of the previous chapter. So now let's move into the new chapter, that is chapter 12, punctuation marks. What is this punctuation? Punctuation means art of making or dividing a sentence using certain marks. These marks make the meaning of the sentence more appropriate. So basically punctuation is the art of making or dividing the sentence by using certain marks, certain kind of marks. And these marks, they mark the meaning, they make the meaning of the sentence which is the most appropriate one. Okay. Now let us learn about some punctuation mark. First one is the full stop. We put a full stop, that is, full stop is also known as period. Okay, we put a full stop or period at the end of a sentence. For example, Arun is my good friend. At the end you can see the full stop. Next one, a rainbow has 7 colors. Next one is the panda eat bamboo shoots. Okay, so here also you can clearly see the full stop. Now next thing, it is saying that we also put full stop after words that have been shortened. So basically we also use full stop after the word which are shortened. Okay, for example, you can see January over here, it becomes Jan in the short form and you just have to put full stop after it. Next one, February becomes Feb. Next, Sunday, sun, then full stop, then department, depart, then full stop, DEP, then full stop. Now next rule is that we also use full stop to mark abbreviations. Okay, we also use full stop to mark the abbreviations. Like for example, MLA stands for Member of Legislative Assembly. M, after M there is full stop, then L, capital L, then full stop, then L. First M, capital M, then full stop, then capital L, then full stop, then capital A, then full stop. Okay, MLA stands for Member of Legislative Assembly. Next one is MBBS stands for Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. Okay, so here also you can clearly see the full stop. Next one is MP stands for Member of Parliament. Here also you can clearly see the full stop after that capital letter. Okay. Now let's talk about another punctuation mark, that is the question mark. Okay, so we use a question mark after a question. We use a question mark after a question. For example, where is the Victoria Memorial? Here you can see the question mark. Then, when did India become a republic? Then, who has been the youngest Prime Minister of India? Okay, here you can clearly see the question mark. Now let's talk about another type of punctuation mark, that is exclamation mark. We use exclamation mark after commands or words that show surprise, anger, or respect, surprise, anger, or strong feeling. Okay, so basically we use exclamation mark for after the command or after when we are surprised or anger or we are showing any kind of strong feeling. For example, what a lovely bird. Next one, march forward. Next, hooray, we have won the match. Okay, you can clearly see the exclamation mark after that word or after that sentence. Now let's talk about another punctuation mark, that is comma. We use comma to separate a series of words in a sentence. We use comma to separate a series of words in a sentence. For example, he bought apples, comma, mangoes, comma, bananas and grapes. Then full stop. Okay. Then she enjoys football, comma, tennis, comma, badminton and skating. Next one, India, comma, China, comma, Russia and Brazil are big countries. So here you can clearly see that the comma is separating the words. Okay. Now the next rule, it is saying that we also use a comma to show a little pause in a sentence. We also use comma to show a little pause in the sentence. For example, unfortunately, she lost her expensive watch. Next one, he was in the bedroom listening to music on the radio. Okay, so after that, like you are pronouncing it, you are saying the sentence basically. He was in the bedroom. You are taking a pause, little pause, then listening to music on the radio. Okay. Now let's talk about another type of punctuation mark, that is apostrophe. We use an apostrophe with S to show position, to show the position that that type of thing is belong to that person. Okay. For example, Rohan's dog is very friendly. So after Rohan, there is apostrophe S. Okay. That means that dog belongs to Rohan. Next one is, next example, where is James' bicycle? That means that bicycle belongs to James. Next one, a squirrel's tail is big and bushy. So that means that tail belongs to squirrel. Okay. Now the next rule is we also use an apostrophe to show contraction. We also use apostrophe to show the contraction. Okay. For example, I don't like pizzas and burgers. Okay. So you are showing the contractions. Next one, she won't be able to come. Next one, I can't find a way to go to the market. Okay. So you are showing here the contractions. Now let's know the another type of punctuation mark, that is capital letter. We use a capital letter to begin a new sentence. So basically we use a capital letter to begin the sentence. For example, the gateway of India is in Mumbai. Planets don't have their own light. The moon is a satellite of the earth. So here you can clearly see that the first letter should be capital. Now the next rule, it is saying that we also use a capital letter for all the proper nouns. For all the proper noun also we use the capital letter. For example, Jasmine lives in London. So Jasmine, J is capital, J should be capital, London, L should be capital. Then next one, the Opera House is in Australia. The T capital, Opera O capital because it is the proper noun, House H capital, and Australia A capital. Okay. Now students, let's move into the exercise part. First question is tick the correct option. First one, which punctuation mark is used after a simple sentence? Is it comma, apostrophe or full stop? For a simple sentence you use full stop. Tick full stop. Next one, which mark is used after a command? Options are comma, apostrophe, exclamation. After a command it is saying, so you have to tick exclamation. Next one, which mark is used to show the position? Options are comma, full stop, apostrophe. So the answer is apostrophe. So you have to tick apostrophe. I hope student that you understood this chapter, and your homework is you have to complete all the exercise part of this chapter, and I'm gonna meet you in the another class. Till then students, bye bye.